Hello everyone and welcome to another edition of TCA Basketball. Tonight's matchup, exciting one, especially seeing from the past game between these two teams, is TCA, your Trojans, versus Nolan Catholic, the Vikings from Fort Worth. Should be an exciting matchup tonight. It was intense last game at Fort Worth. It was a heated game. Nolan kept knocking down threes and clutch baskets with their enormous two centers, Usafa Mensah and LeJean Doss. They kept the game alive and helped get the win for Nolan. TCA looks to stop it tonight. Looks to get a victory in their 4-game losing streak that they are unfortunately on. They should be able to do it with big games from Brady Freeman, Brett Kaufman, and John Shaw, along with Hudson Newhoff. They need a huge night tonight from them. Take down Nolan. Starters tonight, we have a little bit of a mix-up in the starting department for TCA. It's your normal four: Hudson Newhoff, Brett Kaufman, John Shaw, Brady Freeman, and the exemption this time is Will Compton. Will Compton joins the starting lineup for TCA. For Nolan, Usafa Mensah, Doss, Williams, Jones, and Irvs, the starters for Nolan Catholic. About to get started here in TCA this time. Should be a great game. Sorry, we're just waiting for the opening tip-off. Teams are meeting for one last time before the game starts, and we will get it underway in just a second. Once again, starters on the floor for TCA: Will Compton, Brady Freeman, John Shaw, Hudson Newhoff, and Brett Kaufman. Once again, your starters for Nolan: Usafa Mensah, Williams, Irvs, LeJean Doss, and number 3, Meenan. Those are your starters for Nolan. Tip-off tonight will be Hudson Newhoff and number 23, LeJean Doss. Usafa Mensah, a football player for Nolan. Very good athlete, going several different colleges have offered him scholarships. Should be an intense game as Nolan Biggs look to get another win, get another win over TCA. Game started and Nolan wins the tip-off. Number 2, Williams with the ball for Nolan. Williams looking around. He'll give it to Meenan. And they'll swing it out to number 10, Irvs. Irvs back to Williams in the corner. Irvs back to Meenan. Back to Irvs in the middle. Drives on Will Compton. Puts up a 2-pointer at the baseline. No good. Rebounded by Usafa Mensah and stolen. Stolen by TCA. Brett Kaufman with the steal, and John Shaw ends up with the ball. Shaw bringing it up the floor. Gives it to Freeman in the corner. Freeman looking around. Freeman to Newhoff down on the baseline. Newhoff looking around. Cross-court pass to John Shaw. Thinks about a 3, doesn't take it. Gives it to Brady Freeman at the top of the key. Back to John Shaw, looking around. Gives it to Brady Freeman at the top. Brady Freeman walking around, gives it to John Shaw. Thinks about a 3, doesn't take it. Gives it to Brett Kaufman. Kaufman looking around. Gives it to John Shaw. TCA trying to go inside, can't. Gives it to Kaufman again. Kaufman looking around. Kaufman to John Shaw, top of the key, wide open. 3, no good. Knocked out of bounds off Nolan. Newhoff and number 10, Irvs, went up for the ball. Ended up going off Irvs' hand. It'll retain TCA possession. John Shaw will throw it in for TCA. Shaw gives it in to Compton. Compton swings it to Kaufman. Kaufman looking around. Gives it to Freeman. Freeman needs to go with it. Finally does. Gives it to Newhoff in the corner. Newhoff drives, corner, baseline 3 for John Shaw, wide open. John Shaw knocks it down and gets the point started. John Shaw, TCA holding the ball, trying to find a good opportunity to shoot. John Shaw missed his first one, knocked that wide open shot in the corner down for 3. 6 minutes to play, 3-0 TCA. Williams gives it to Meenan. Meenan swings it to Irvs. Irvs looking around. Back to Williams in the cop. Oh, Williams drains a 3 right in the face of Brett Kaufman. And we're tied at 3. John Shaw will bring it up for TCA. Shaw looking around, gives it to Freeman. Freeman trying to find a cutter, finally gives it back to John Shaw, guarded by LaShawn Doss. John Shaw kicks it to Brett Kaufman, guarded by Meenan. Excuse me, that was Williams with the 3, not Meenan. John Shaw with the ball, swings it all the way around to Brett Kaufman, top of the key, good pass from TCA, puts up a shot from the free throw line, and it's good. Brett Kaufman with the soft shot goes in. Brett Kaufman gets on the board, first points of the game for him. 5-3 the score. So we'll sum it up real fast one more time. Three-pointer was made by number 2 Williams for Nolan, not number 3 Meenan. 5-3, 5 minutes to play, first quarter. Meenan with the ball. Gives it to Irvs. Irvs for 3, short, no good. Rebounded by Osafa Mensah. He'll put up a layup, and it's good. Osafa Mensah using his big frame, get the rebound and put it up for 2 points. 5-5 the score. Freeman with the ball, bring it up the court. Gives it to John Shaw. Shaw to Freeman. Freeman looking around. Thinks about a 3. Gives it back to Kaufman. Kaufman to Compton. Baseline 2. In and out, no good. Rebounded by Nolan. Meenan, bring it up. Nolan, a pretty fast basketball team. Oh, Freeman almost knocked it out of Meenan's hands. Back to Irvs. To Doss. Wide open 3 for Williams, no good. Good box out from Will Compton, not allowing Osafa Mensah to get the ball. John Shaw picks up the rebound, and TCU will have possession. 5-5, 4 minutes to play now. John Shaw, bring it up. Gives it to Newhoff. Newhoff gives it back to Compton. And an offensive foul. Foul was on John Shaw. It was an offensive foul.
That's his first foul on the Trojans.
That's the offensive foul. Nolan will bring it up. Irvs inside to Mensah. Mensah to Williams. Williams driving around, gives it back to Irvs. Irvs to Meenan. Thinks about it. Doesn't take it. Back to Irvs, top of the key. He'll drive inside. Wild pass, still gotten by Doss. Puts up a wild shot. Freeman can't get a rebound. Cross court to Meenan. Meenan driving inside. Bad pass. Finally, still recovered by Nolan for some. 4 people inside for TCA, and they can't get a steal. Nolan with the ball still outside now. Bad pass from Nolan. They're still lucky they still have possession. Irvs to Williams. Williams looking around. Williams inside to Mensah. Oh, Hudson Newhoff gets out. Oh! Hudson Newhoff got all ball on that block, and a foul was called. That was a bad call.
Fouls on number 2, Hudson Newhoff. That's his first, second team foul.
Bad call from the ref. Second foul on the Trojans of the quarter. He had all ball on that block. Apparently not. Mensah will shoot 2 shots at the line. First shot, no good. Mensah will have a second shot. Second shot for Mensah. That one rolls in. That'll give him 3 points on the night. 6-5 the score, 3 minutes to play. First quarter. John Shaw bring it up for TCA. Finally gets trapped. Oh, and a foul is called. That foul will be on Meenan.
Fouls on number 10, Nick Irvs.
Excuse me, the foul was on Irvs, not Meenan. TCA will throw it in. They'll give it to John Shaw. John Shaw looking around. Working on Irvs. Has to get rid of it. Finally does. Gives it to Freeman. Freeman looking around. Needs to go. Finally does and gives it to Newhoff. Newhoff with the ball. Looking around. Has a wide open 2. Puts up. Shot is good. 2-pointer for Hudson Newhoff. They gave him the wide open shot and he took it and nailed it. 7-6 the score. Timeout. Nolan Catholic score. TCA 7. Nolan 6. 2:32 to play. First timeout taken by Nolan. It's a 30-second timeout, so we won't go anywhere. We'll be right back. TCA doing a good job on defense, not allowing Nolan to get any wide open shots or any layups. TCA also doing a good job on the offense, avoiding turnovers and getting baskets. Hudson Newhoff drained that easy 2-pointer. It was a deep 2-pointer, so it was just on the line. That's why it was a 2-pointer. Scoring update, John Shaw with the 3, Kaufman with the 2, and Hudson Newhoff with the 2. Osapa Mensah has 3 for Nolan, and Williams has a 3 also for Nolan. Showing your scoring for the first about 6 minutes of this game. 2:32 to play, 7-6 the score, TCA. Nolan ball. Doss will throw it into Williams. Williams will bring it up. Williams to Meenan and back to Williams. To Doss. Doss, cross court pass to Meenan. Meenan driving inside, gives it to Williams. Williams driving inside. This time to Doss. 3-pointer. Oh, rims around and no good. Went around the basket. No good. Three-pointer was taken by Doss. Kaufman with the ball. And the quick transition by TCA. And another foul.
Offensive foul against
That's the second offensive foul on John Shaw.
third team foul against the Trojans. Checking in for your Trojans.
That's 2 fouls on John Shaw, 2 quick fouls. 7-6 to score again, 2 minutes to play. Gavin Thornton checks in for John Shaw after 2 quick fouls. Both of which were not very good calls, but have to deal with those sometime. Nolan with the ball. Meenan, a 3 in the corner. Short. No good. That's over the basket and out of bounds. It'll be TCA ball. Good job from Will Compton blocking out, not allowing Nolan to get a rebound. Kaufman taking up the point guard position will bring it up for TCA. Kaufman gives it to Freeman. Freeman to Thornton. Thornton back to Kaufman. Kaufman looking around. Kaufman quickly trapped. Has to get rid of it. Oh, and a foul is called. That foul is on number 3, Meenan of Nolan. Kaufman got trapped. Couldn't get a screen from his players, from his teammates. But a foul is called, and it will stay TCA ball. Thornton with the ball now for TCA. Thornton almost carried the ball right there. Almost was a turnover. Back to Thornton. Thornton looking around. Gives it to Freeman. Freeman to Newhoff. Newhoff this time guarded on the perimeter by Mensah. Oh, bad pass. Recovered by Freeman. Minute to play, first quarter. Gives it to Kaufman. Kaufman looking around. Gives it to Freeman. Wide open 3. Short, no good. Rebounded by Doss of Nolan. Oh, Osapa Mensah slammed into Compton. Wide open 3 for Mina on the other side. Oh, and that one will finally go in for Nolan. Score now 9-7, 40 seconds. TCA will hold it for 1 shot. 10.5. Thornton with the ball. Needs to slow it down. Gives it to Freeman. 30 seconds to play. TCA is still holding it for the last shot, although they look like they're not. But Freeman, oh, dangerous pass. Oh, and another dangerous pass, and that one's stolen by Nolan. Oh, bad layup from Doss on the transition. 10 seconds to play, Newhoff with the ball. Newhoff driving inside, gives it Thornton. Thornton, 3-pointer, Freeman in the corner. Brady Freeman draining the 3 in the corner, and that'll do it for the first quarter. A missed layup from Nolan and a quick transition 3 from TCA. Brady Freeman with the 3. Good pass from Thornton into the corner to Freeman. That'll give TCA the answer and the lead at the end of 1. 4 TCA players have points already. Hudson Newhoff, Brett Kaufman, John Shaw, and Brady Freeman all with points for TCA. Scores 10-9 at the end of the first quarter. Second quarter coming up in about 30 seconds. It's a good game brewing for you folks. Once again, there will be second half coverage, so if you have any family or friends that want to listen in live, feel free to share it with them, share the link with them. On my Twitter, DavidAsh20. Also on Facebook or YouTube if you want to listen. 10-9 the score at the end of the first quarter. Second quarter coming up. quick update on the girls game while we're waiting. TCA girls had a 27-11 lead in the third quarter, and somehow it dwindled away, and Nolan Catholic came back and scored. The final score was 34-31 at the end of that second half, and a remarkable comeback from Nolan, and ended a TCA women chance to win. Anyways, back to the game at hand. TCA with the ball at the start. Kaufman driving inside. A wild layup. Oh, Kaufman went under and around. Almost had a remarkable layup there. It bounced in and out and was rebounded by Nolan. Nolan ball. Starter still on the floor for Nolan at the end of the start of the second quarter. Williams to Mensah. Mensah. Oh, good steal from Brady Freeman. Credit where credit is due. Freeman with a nice steal. Kaufman to Thornton. Thornton back to Kaufman. Wide open three. Kaufman nailed it. 13-9 the score now. Good passing from TCA getting the score. Freeman with the steal to Kaufman, and Kaufman just brought it up wide open, untouched from any Nolan defender. Knocked it down. 13-9 the score. Meenan with the ball for Nolan. To Williams. Williams. Back to Mensah. Mensah thinks about a very deep three. Doesn't take it. Back to Meenan. Meenan driving inside. Has to back out. Back to Mensah. Or to Doss, excuse me. Oh, Williams with the three. Short. Rebounded by Hudson Newhoff. Nolan taking a lot of threes. Not really converting very many. They've only had one. Freeman now with the ball for TCA. Gives it to Thornton. TCA doing a good job of not being selfish with the ball. Lots of passes, but need to be smart with their passes. In the corner to Compton. Back to Thornton. To Kaufman. Thinks about a three. Still thinking about it. Finally passes it to Freeman. Freeman dribbles out, gives it to Kaufman. Top of the key. 6 minutes, 15 to play. Kaufman still with the ball for TCA. And finally a foul is called. That foul was on number 2, Williams. The ref on the baseline didn't call it. The ref on the opposite side called it. So interesting little call there. A lot of subs for Nolan. Everyone except Mensah now off the floor. We'll give you update. I'll give you an update on that in just a second. Right now, Hudson New off the ball, gives it to Kaufman. Kaufman gives it to Thornton. Thornton looking around. Thornton back to Kaufman. Kaufman, a deep three, top of the key, long, no good. Rebounded by number 20, Hernandez for Nolan. Nolan, quick transition to number 5, Jones, and Jones gets a layup to go in. 13-11 the score. 5:45 to play, second quarter. Thornton with the ball, gives it to Kaufman. It was a good shot from Kaufman, just a little bit long on that last possession. Thornton driving inside, puts up a layup. Oh, Gavin Thornton, the freshman, take it yourself, bud. Goes and puts it off the glass, high up off the glass, unable to be blocked, and it goes in. Nolan, quick transition now. Nolan with the ball, gives it to Hernandez. Nolan still with the ball. Finally rebounded after a shot from number 15, Classo, was rebounded by Will Compton, ripping it away from Classo. Finally, Newhoff with the ball now, gives it to Glover. Glover looking around. Luke Glover now on the floor for TCA. John Shaw still has yet to enter the game again. Brett Kaufman now out the ball. 15-11 the score, 4:51 to play. Kaufman driving and is fouled. The foul is on number 5, Jones. Players on the floor for Nolan. We'll give you a quick update real quick. Number 4, Prentice comes in for Mensah, so Nolan is now a very small lineup on the floor. Number 20, Hernandez. Number 11, Poling. Number 15, Classo. And number 5, Jones, all on the floor for Nolan. 15-11, 4:45 to play, second quarter. Gavin Thornton with the ball. Driving, gives it to Freeman in the corner. Freeman driving up, gives it to Compton. Compton back to Freeman. Guarded by number 15, Classo. Thornton with the ball. Thornton gives it to Newhoff. Newhoff to Freeman. Freeman puts up a three. Oh, Brady Freeman. Quick shot. Goes in. Brady Freeman knocking it down again. That's 2 threes for him on the night. 6 points. 18-11 the score. 4:20 to play. Second quarter. Number 11 Poling with the ball. He'll give it to number 4 Prentice. Prentice to Jones. Jones looking around. Back to Poling. Poling inside. Oh, Will Compton tried to draw a charge. Couldn't get it to call and left a wide open lane for number 15 Classo to drive in and put up a layup. 18-13 the score. Thornton with the ball. Bring it up for Nolan. For TCA, excuse me. Freeman back to Thornton, top of the key. Thornton driving around. Tries to give it back to Freeman. Newhoff with the ball, looking around. Ooh, good move from Newhoff. Puts up a floater. Gets a nice roll. Hudson Newhoff getting the bucket. That's 4 points for him on the night. All right, quick transition from Nolan. Nolan need to be careful. They almost lost it again. Poling with the ball for now for Nolan. He'll give it to Jones. Jones looks inside to Classo. Still trying to get it to Classo. Finally gives it to Hernandez. Hernandez on the high post trying to give it somewhere. Gives it to Poling. Poling to the corner. Hernandez. Hernandez. Quick pass. Almost stolen by Luke Glover. Inside to Classo. Classo spinning around. Puts up a layup. No good. Rebounded finally by Brady Freeman. And a good turnover. A good rebound from TCA. Newhoff now with the ball. 20-13 the score. 2:51 to play. Newhoff needs to go. Finally does. Gives it to Thornton. Thornton guarded by number 5 Jones. Gives it to Newhoff. Newhoff looking around. Gives it inside to Thornton. Thornton to Compton. Compton in the corner. Compton inside to... Oh, nice pass. Oh, and Freeman lost it. Newhoff tried to give it to Freeman. Cutting. Lost it. Prentice driving all the way to the basket. Puts up a shot. Oh, and a charge. Will Compton this time. Didn't get it last time, and finally got it this time. Offensive foul on number 4, Prentice. His first foul. That's a turnover and TCA ball. Hudson Newhoff will take a seat for TCA. Kaufman in the game now, and John Shaw also in the game for TCA. Nolan back to a big lineup. Doss, Irves, number 11 Poling for Jones, and number 2 Williams all in the game for Nolan. 20-13, 2:20 to play. John Shaw with the ball. Remember, he has 2 fouls, had 2 quick ones earlier in the first quarter. And Luke Glover got trapped in the corner and lost it. That's a turnover. TC needs to eliminate those turnovers as much as possible. 20-13 the score. 2 minutes to play. Second quarter. Williams to Irves. Irves back to Williams. Irves to Doss. Doss back to Irves. To Williams. Williams in the corner to Prentice. Prentice. Nolan swinging it around, trying to get an open 3. Can't go inside. Good defense from TCA. So to Doss. Doss hands it off to Irves. Irves dribbling. And can't go inside. Good defense from Brett Kaufman, TCA. Back to Irves. Irves fakes a 3. Out to Williams. Williams a 3. No good. Rebound and a foul. Foul was on the floor, not a shooting foul. Foul was on 13, Will Compton. His only first foul. Subs for TCA. Hudson Newhoff now in the game. Will Compton will take a seat. Good play from the first quarter and a half from Will Compton. Nolan ball on the baseline. Throws it in to number 11, Poling. Poling to Prentice. Back to Poling to Irves. Irves drives inside. Lost it. Back to Prentice. Wild shot off the back. Still Nolan has a rebound. Oh. Doss got a rebound. Didn't look like he drew much contact and put up a layup. Foul was on John Shaw. That's his third foul. John Shaw was nowhere near that. Don't understand why the foul was on him. Oh well. Score 20-15. Doss will shoot 1 at the line after he made that first. Doss, free throw, in and out, rebounded by Hudson Newhoff. That's LeJean Doss's first points of the game. 1 minute to play. Coach Feemster yelling for one shot to end the half. Kaufman with the ball for TCA. Finally goes, gives it to Newhoff. Newhoff with the ball, 47 to play. Newhoff still working. Finally gives it to Glover. Glover driving out. Loses it, but Brady Freeman is right there to get it. 37 to play. Gives it to Newhoff. TCA still trying to hold it for one shot. Newhoff going, and a foul. That foul was on number 23, Doss. That's 28 seconds to play. 20 to 15 the score. Subs for TCA. Will Compton coming in. Luke Glover taking a seat for TCA. Still TCA looking for one shot. Freeman gets it into Thornton. Thornton gets a screen from Newhoff. Driving inside. Oh, Gavin Thornton went for a layup. Gavin Thornton went for a layup. Missed it, but tried to get his own rebound and hit it off a Nolan play. Good offensive play, or good smart play. How about that from Thornton? Still TCA ball. 19 seconds to play. 20 to 15 the score. Thornton with the ball, trying to give it in to someone. Has to get it in quickly. Finally gives it into Freeman. Oh, and that ball was stolen. That ball was stolen off the hands of Freeman. 14 seconds to play. 30-second timeout taken by Nolan. Once again, the score 20 to 15. TCA lead. 14 seconds to play. Nolan ball looking to end it with a basket. Once again, 30-second timeout, so it won't be long. All right, after the timeout, players on the floor for TCA: Thornton, Kaufman, Compton, Newhoff, and Brady Freeman. Players on the floor for Nolan: Mensa, Doss, Meenan, Williams, and Irv. Starters for Nolan. And the clock started. Williams with the ball, gives it to Irvs. Ooh, dangerous pass. Gives it back to Williams in the corner. 8 to shoot. Driving inside, out to Irvs for 3. Oh, tipped by Newhoff. That foul was an offensive foul. Offensive foul on Mensa. He shoved him down. 3 seconds to play for TCA. And after that offensive foul, that wasn't very smart from Mensa. That'll give a 1-and-1 at the line for TCA for more points. So a quick turnaround right there. Took off about 11 seconds, so there's 3.4 left on the clock. Freeman will shoot. Freeman will shoot one at the line. If he makes it, he'll have another one. It's a 1-on-1 opportunity for TCA to get a back. First shot from Freeman in. Brady Freeman with the bucket. 21-15 the score. 3 seconds to play, so Freeman needs to drain this shot, this last free throw, to make it a very hard shot for Nolan. Second free throw from Freeman gets a nice roll, and it goes in. Nolan taking it all the way up. 2 seconds to shoot. 1 to shoot. Irvs puts up a 3. Short. Airballed. And that'll do it here in Addison for the first half. Score TCA 22, Nolan Catholic 15. A dramatic turnaround from the last game in Fort Worth. Once again, score here at halftime, 22-15, TCA lead. Scoring update, leader in scoring for TCA, Brady Freeman, after those 2 free throws, now has 8 points. Brett Kaufman has 5. Hudson Newhoff has 4. John Shaw has 3. He had 3 quick fouls in that first half, so he had to sit most of it. And Gavin Thornton also had 2. That'll do it for the TCA scoring side of that first half. For Nolan Catholic, their 15 points came on the hands of Williams, Meenan, Mensa, Classo, and Doss, along with Jones, one more person, sorry. Once again, score here at TCA at halftime. TCA 22, Nolan Catholic 15. Once again, we will be right back in about 7 minutes for your second half. Feel free to join. Tell your friends, family to come listen. It'll be an exciting second half. We look forward to having you and looking forward to you listening. Thank you for listening. Once again, score at halftime, 22-15. I'm David Ash. Thank you for listening.